All right. Let's all come on up. Get started in our nice, strong front positions. Good. Left over, right. Show respect up front. Go ahead, step out. Let's take our nice breaths before we start. And up. All right, right into it. Let's get a little heat going into the legs and the arms. I'm going to pass it over to Miss Carrie for an exercise to jumpstart our breathing and heart rate today.
I love it. Well, let's just get started with running in place, guys. So I want you to try and think of getting your knees up. Think high knees. Here we go. We're going to go for 30 seconds.
All right.
Ready? Go.
Make sure you're breathing. Those knees up. Don't stop. Running in place.
Keep breathing. Keep your back straight, guys.
Moving along. Going nowhere. Here we go. Got about 10 seconds left here. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come on back down. Right from our horse stance. Get your legs set. Let's take 3 deep breaths in right before we get into our basics with our upper body. So we got 1, deep in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, push those walls out. 3, push the ceiling up, and come on back down. All right. So some basics from our horse stance. I want to look at some techniques. White to yellow, yellow to orange, orange to blue, and blue to purple. We can get the whole way through it today and still have time for some fun finishers. And I also want to look at some back kicks. So we're going to add a back kick to every single one of those techniques today. But first, let's get the upper body warmed up. We're going to start with our vertical thrust punch. And we're going to take that right into the solar plexus. Big key eyes, keep your breathing, and move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's switch that to inward blocks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch that to upward blocks. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's change it to back fists. So back fists are going to be more of a circle. We're going to take these a little bit from the side. So it's almost like I'm going to come over and I'm going to scratch the side of my head. I'm going to let my hip turn, and I'm still hitting with my 2 knuckles. We're aiming for the temple on this one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Last little warm-up with our arms. This is going to be a 2-part. So if you were in the group classes with me earlier this week, we were looking at extensions into collapses and collapses into extensions. So this is going to be the second time. We're going to do a reverse elbow and drop the hammer. So without winding up again after that first move, we're going to let the hammer extend. Here we go. Let's start with, let's do this. Let's start with the arms down on this one. A little bit different from our horse stance, but that gives me my elbow back. Ready? 1, elbow hammer. 2, elbow hammer. 3, elbow hammer. 4, elbow hammer. 5, elbow hammer. 6, boom, boom. 7, pop, pop. 8, boom, boom. 9, pop, pop. And 10, pop, pop. Good. Good. Shake that out. Time for another little exercise break before we get into the legs.
We're gonna do jump ropes, guys. So with your hands, I want you to imagine that you're holding the jump rope. And with that, you're gonna do the hops. We're gonna go for another 30 seconds.
All right, here we go. Make sure you're breathing. You might mix it up and bounce one leg to the other. Maybe get a little front and back. Maybe a little cross. Here we go, 15 more seconds.
Just keep moving, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come on back up. So now let's get those legs working. Kick of the day is going to be back kick. So let's start this from a base back kick. I want everybody to turn so that their backs are facing the screen, the camera. Now, we're going to kick with the leg that's furthest away from the screen. Doesn't matter which leg you have, we're going to do both of them, as long as you're using that leg that's furthest away. I'm going to peek down and slightly over the shoulder that I'm kicking with. I need to hit a little bit of a calf, a little bit of a flamingo, fire straight back and straight down. So if you watch my foot in the camera, the heel should be the highest part and the toes should be the lowest part. And if you watch from the side, the same thing. The heel should make contact first, not the toes. Here we go. 10 just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Freeze for a second. What I like to imagine sometimes is right next to this kicking leg, there's a wall here. So I can't move this knee out or else it's going to hit that imaginary wall. If I do let that hip and that knee turn out, it's no longer a back kick. Now it's a side kick. So I need to keep that in line. Here we go. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now we're going to do the same leg we just kicked, but now we're going to face the screen, and we're going to turn it into a spin. It's a very easy way to turn it into a spin if I take my time and break it into segments. The only thing that's going to change now, I'm going to use that same kicking leg to pull into a cap, almost like I'm going to hit a front kick away from the screen. From here, my hips should be aligned, my belt to the front, my heels to the back, and I just fire my back kick. I'm going to return to my neutral bow. So the two parts are cat, back kick with all those flamingos that we were just using. So we're going to break it down 5 times at that speed, part 1 and part 2. And then the second time, we're going to try to mix those both together. We're not going to go super fast. We're just going to go a little bit smoother. Here we go. 1, cat, lift, kick, reset. 2, cat, lift, kick, reset. Make sure you're spotting down that shoulder. 3, cat, kick, return. 4, cat, kick, return, and 5, cat, kick, return. Good. We got to balance it out. We got to get that other leg moving. So switch legs, whichever one was just kicking. You're going to put that leg away from your screen, and we're just going to fire from right here 10 times. Reminding that we've got our cat, our flamingo, our kick, we flamingo down. All those parts we've got to include. Here we go. Looking over the same shoulder, looking down and in. I don't want to turn too much. Once again, turn to the side kick. 1. boom, reset. 2, cat, flamingo, kick, flamingo down. 3, pow. 4, boom. 5, pow. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now we got to turn it into that spin. Once again, our 2 parts. We're facing the screen now. We use the cat of the kicking leg, the leg that's away from the screen, to turn us around. There's our pause point. Then we go into that same back kick motion that we were using. 5 to break it down slow, 5 to let it flow. Here we go. 1, cat, kick, reset. 2, cat, kick, reset. 3, cat, kick, reset. 4, cat, kick, reset. 5, cat, kick, reset. Now let's flow it, not super fast, but try not to stop. All one motion. Turn, kick, back. Might be a little tricky, go as slow as you need to. 2, cat, kick, back. 3, cat, kick, back. 2 more, 4, kick, back. 5, cat, kick, back. All right, shake those legs out, shake those arms out. Speaking of arms, let's get a little arm work here. We're gonna do a little plank today, so not any stationary, not any movement on the arms to work it out, but just staying still. Staying still is going to give us the workout. The cool thing about the plank is we get to work out the whole body, the legs, the core, which is the stomach muscles and the back muscles, and then the arm muscles, the chest, and the upper back. It's all getting worked on this one, but only if we do it properly. So we want to keep a straight line from our shoulders the whole way down to our heels. We're going to 30 is the magic number that Miss Carrie set today. So we're only going to do 30 seconds. We're going to do this more than once, but only 30 seconds. And I want you to hold this as still as you can. Keep that straight line. Here we go. And up and hold. Clock starts now. Make sure you're breathing. If you feel yourself start to melt, fix it. If you feel yourself start to rise, see if you can correct it.
Imagine pushing as hard as you can into the floor with your hands, guys.
Absolutely. Everything, we're always pushing in 2 different directions. We're past halfway there. We've got 10 seconds left. You guys can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come on back down. All right. Just gonna do a little student check. See if we had any late joiners. We did. Awesome. The group grew. It turned around and it's we've tripled in size. I love it. All right. So now let's get into our techniques. For those of you who just joined us or may have missed out, quick review. We went over our vertical thrust punches. That's my knuckles aligning straight up and down. We did our inward blocks. We did our upward blocks. We did our back fist using the knuckles from a circle, and we did a little elbow hammer combo. We just finished our back kicks. Now let's put some back kicks in the techniques that we already know and start adding. I love back kicks, and this is a nice little way to time in the end here. So let's start at the yellow belt, alternating maces. So what's alternating maces? My hands are up. I'm talking to the bully or whoever it is that is, I think, is giving me trouble. They come in and push. I block the arms. There's my inward downward block. I forward bow, turn the hips, punch, and I finish with that back fist. Now here's what we're going to add to this move. We're gonna rotate in place. We're gonna use that cat stance, and we're gonna finish with a back kick. Yeah, all right. So let's all face the front together. White belts, this is one of your techniques, minus the back kick. If you end up showing the back kick while on there, that's just a little bit of bonus. Everyone else, here's a way to take an old technique, add some new shine to it. It's always good to review. So I'm going to mirror you like always, meaning if you see me use this side of my body, that's the side I want you to mirror on your side of the screen. All right, so our hands start up. As the push comes in, we step back and block. Drop all your weight into it. Now we're going to unload the hips. Bam, forward bow. Notice I'm still checking with that blocking arm. Now I'm going to turn the hips back again. Back fist. That's our base technique. Here's our addition. That back leg, just like we were drilling, is going to turn into the cat. Pow! And that'll take us right into our cross out. Nice. We're going to break that down 5, 5, and 5 like we normally do. So hands are up. Block the push. Punch the shoulder. Back fist the temple. Cat into the back kick. Cross over on guard. Now, once again, I like to repeat this, but we have varying skill levels in this class. If you get stuck on a certain part, don't worry about trying to get the whole thing done. Work on any of those basics along the way. Work on it the best you can, and you're going to get stronger from it. All right. 4, I think we're at. 3.
3.
Here we go. Block. Punch. Back fist. Cat. Back kick. Cross it out. Now we're at 4. Block. Punch. Back fist. Cat. Kick. Get out of there. Last one to break down. And 1, 2, 3. Rotate. Kick. And out. Now here's our flow. So we're going to do it from start to finish, non-stop, not about speed. Now it's about not taking my pauses between each movement. Once again, if you find yourself get stuck, if it's just Friday hot rain and it's melting, don't get frustrated with yourself. That's part of learning. Try to catch up on the next one or just get the moves that you're getting down in your brain. Here's our flow. Push comes in, block, punch, back fist, rotate, kick, and out. Woo! Gonna get a workout in these techniques today. 2, block, punch, back fist, cat, kick, out. 3, block, punch, back fist, kick, and out. Last one at this pace. Block, punch, back fist, cat, kick, and out. Now, here's the test yourself level. We're going to go a little bit faster. We're going to go as fast as we can without getting lost. So push yourself. Don't gloss over the motions so that they get sloppy, but see if we can blast a little bit. See if we can turn the volume up and the speed up just slightly. Here we go. 1. Ow. Feels good. Add a little spice to our yellow belt. Go. Punch, pop, boom. Kick. And block, punch, back fist, kick. 2 more. Block, punch, back fist, kick. Last one. And block, punch, back fist, kick. Now you notice as we move on here, we're actually going to jump a couple of belts here, go back and forth. But our targets are a little bit high right now. We're kicking about our own head height. Doesn't have to be the case. If I kick low, that's going to hurt that leg shot right there, there's muscle there. If I kick into the groin or into the stomach, great target. The heel of the foot is a really hard weapon, and those muscles that we're using are the strongest leg muscles that we have. So don't worry about how high you kick, but test yourself to go a little bit higher today. You're going to surprise yourself. All right, let's do something. We're going to get a little bit of workout in. We're going to work some ducking and some bobbing. So ducking, whenever something's coming in, is just dropping my height. But I don't want to drop this way. That's a big no-no. If I slip or if I get pulled, my head's going down here. Also, if this is who I'm fighting, I just put all, well, I gave that too, but I just gave an easy target to some really big weapons. So big no-no there. Well, instead, let the elevator drop in the knees here. So what we're going to do first 10, doesn't matter which leg you have forward, I'm going to put my left in front because that's how I like to fight. I'll switch it up on the other side, but this is my dominant side. So from here, we're going to drop 1, back up. It's almost like a squat. 2, drop, and up. I'm keeping my front foot flat. You'll notice my back heel comes up so you can keep bending. 3, drop. Try to keep those guards up. If it's hard holding your hands out in front of you, take your hands, put them above your ears on your head so that you're still protecting your head as you go down. 4, drop, and up. 5, duck. 6, duck. 7, duck. 8, duck. 9, duck. And 10, duck. Good. Now, we're going to switch sides here, but we're going to add a second movement. This is what the bob is. Think of something floating on waves, right? That's going to be our head. So as punches come in, when we duck, we're going to go over. Duck, other side. And notice when I go over here, I might turn my leg forward a little bit. When I go to the other side, I might straighten my leg out. I'm using my hips to help that motion. I don't want to lean, once again, same reason as I do this. My posture's off, that means my balance and my stability is off. Also my power. All right, so hands are either up on the head or they're out in front. We're going to bob to the left, the front leg leads. Or to the right if you're mirroring us. We're going to bob towards the front leg, back hip turns. Bob, turn the hips. Bob, bob. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake that out. So, a little bit of application. My words messed up there. A little bit of application. How we use that. Sparring, I have to get good practice at this, but whenever my opponent throws a punch, I can duck and I can hit at the same time. But notice how I don't drop my head and I still keep my guard up. Or I can tool around that punch and come back in. So those hips wind me up to release again. Doing 2 things, evading and setting up my next shot. All right, that was a little break through the mind from techniques. Let's move up to blue belt, everybody's favorite, begging hands. Now, what's going on in begging hands? I'm going to let Ms. Perry demonstrate this one. Someone's coming up and grabbing both your wrists. Now, she's going to use what she learned from her Kempo and say, hey, I got to drop to get my body weight behind. Pow! Now, I didn't let go completely the first time, but did she stop that first kick? No. Kick comes in, kick, bam! Finish with a little double palm strike into the floating ribs. Awesome technique, very explosive, gets us into the first idea of chicken kicks. So chicken kicks, I can either look at kick, step, kick, or I let one kick, pow, pow, lead me into the other one. It's almost like a stepping stool kick, yep, or a jump kick with 2 kicks into it. So let's break this down, and like the other one, we're going to add that back kick in there. So we're kicking all over the place on this one. Wrist get grabbed. First thing we do, we're gonna mirror for you guys. Drop and pull the arms. Good. As I drop and pull, I'm gonna kick, land. Fingers are out into the ribs. Now, in this one, guess what? Same style kick. We're gonna rotate. We're gonna use our back leg, crossover, on guard. So different leg this time than we used on the last one. I'm gonna use our left leg. Same idea, those same kicks. So now we're getting a little bit of balance. Once again, 4 more times that speed. We pull back into the kick. Land kick and palms. See how I'm letting my hips a little bit forward on that last palm. Rotate, kick, back out. 3 more. Pull and drop. Front leg. Back leg, double. Rotate, cat. Right leg kick, pow, and out. Last one, this pace. Pull and drop. Kick. Kick. Mirrors your gravity with torque. Rotate. Kick. Crossover on guard. All right, now we're going to turn on the faucet. Time to flow like water. So, back. Kick. Kick. Pow. Rotate. Kick. Out of there. 4 more. Back. Kick. Kick. Palm. Rotate. Kick. Use that cat stance. Last one. And back. Kick. Kick. Palm. Rotate. Back kick. And out. All right. Here's the test yourself phase. Remember everything we said before. Go your own speed, keep it clean, and have fun. Here we go. Back, kick, falls, rotate, kick. Woo! This is a brain teaser, yep. Back, kick, fall, rotate, kick. Good little practice for those spinning back kicks. A good one to have. Go, kick, palm, rotate, kick. Try not to turn it into a side kick. Last one. Back. Kick, palm, rotate it, and out. Nice. All right. Quick little stretch break. While we're stretching, I want you to listen. Last day for our theme for this week. Remember, it's 2 parts. Determination and perseverance. And here's the cool thing, guys, is you're already showing both of those just by being here online, right? And we know, trust us, we know it's not easy to just look at a screen. It's so much easier when we're in person. We miss you guys too. But you're doing so much good for yourself and building so much mental and physical strength by showing up to these classes, by saying, hey, I want to get better, and by putting the action behind it to actually follow up on it. So give yourself a little pat on the back and keep that positive energy with you. Take it with everything else you do. Good. Right from here, let's go ahead and let's move the legs out. Keep your knees straight. Get a little split stretch. This is about as far as my legs want to go today, but that's okay. I'm working to get to the splits. I might be working the rest of my life to get to the splits, but as long as I'm stretching my legs, I'm doing something right. 2 more breaths. Good. Walk those back in. Not the whole way. Let's leave them a little bit apart. Let's let the arms hang. we're gonna wave it nice and easy back and forth. Let the back spread out a little bit. Now, slowly up one vertebrae at a time, stacking those Jenga pieces on top of each other, those backbones until the head and the neck are the last things to look like they're getting pulled up by a balloon. All right, so we did our yellow technique, we did our blue technique. We got to go backwards again. We're going to do a little bit of orange belt with some obscure wing. The technique's going to be short and sweet. Those of you who are a little bit more beginner, so pay attention to this one. And once again, we're going to add our back kick. It'll be a little bit different how we use it this way. So in this technique, we have our opponent grabbing their close up, right? In sword and hammer, I learned to use my extended strike. But if they're in here, I don't have that anymore. What I do have is my collapse, like I learned earlier this week, if I'm in close. So I still need to check this hand, right? Because even if I hit and the hand comes off, I don't want that going up into my eyes or my ears or anywhere else. I'm going to take a slight step so that I line up my target. I got elbow into the solar plexus, right into the hammer to the groin, and I'm going to pop that elbow right up. All I'm thinking about is pulling my lawnmower cord straight up. Boom, boom. So we have to boom, boom, pop, add our kick into it. We're going to use our right foot on this one. This one's not mirrored yet for you guys, so it might look reversed. I'm going to step with that foot away and then immediately pick that foot back up and fire my back kick. So that one is going to be, I'm leaving, just kidding, here's the back kick. Little retreat in my footwork before I fire my kick. So let's all get mirrored this time. We're going to face the side that you are going to be doing, which is going to be this arm. So piece by piece, we capture, step elbow, hammer, lift. That same side leg is going to step away, lift, and kick back, and then we're going to exit. Pretty straightforward. Once again, though, you get to add that lovely back kick in there. 2, elbow, hammer, elbow. Get away. Nope. 1 more, and out. I'm going to do a little bit lower kick on this one. Step, elbow, hammer, elbow, step, groin shot. There we go. Last one at this speed. Grab, step, elbow, hammer, elbow, step, and fire. All right, turn on the faucet. Let's flow. Here we go. Step, elbow, hammer, elbow, step, kick, away. Reset. Grab, elbow, step, elbow, hammer, elbow, step, kick. And elbow, hammer, elbow, step, kick. Last one. Elbow, hammer, elbow, step, kick. Now remember, every rank in here, the last move that we're doing, that back kick, is an add-on. So for the technique that you need to know, the kick isn't in there. We're just having fun and seeing how, hey, how can I start to be creative and write my own? It's also just another great way to throw in our back kick and when to use it, how to use it, get good at it. All right, test yourself phase and move. Pop, pop, pop. Pop. And move. Boom, boom, boom. Out. Back. 3. Boom, boom, boom. Out. Back. 4. Boom, boom, boom. Out. Back. And 5. Pop, pop, pop. Out. Back. Nice. All right. So that gave us our yellow idea, that gave us our orange and our blue. It's one more, some purple. So for purple, we're going to look at twin kimono. Now, what's a kimono? Kimono is a traditional Japanese outfit. Our gis are very close to what a kimono looks like. It ties in the front, it's got a top and a bottom. Twin means two. So twin kimono is going to be a two-handed grab. Now, there's something else that's going on with this grab that is going to initiate our specific defense. I'm not just standing here on the grab, and I'm not pulling this time. I have a push behind it. That push lets Miss Carrie attack the arms. Boom. So let's see that again. So we had that upward block that we were practicing affects the arms. She hits in, boom, knocks the arms off, finishes with the chop. Now, let's mirror that. Let's show you all these different pieces. We have to step back on this one because that's the energy that we're given. Remember, a lot of times, we don't want to fight the energy that we're given. We want to take it, absorb it, and use it against the attacker. They're fueling our attacks. So, as this grab comes in, we still have our grab back. I want you to take both your hands here and see where they are, just for a frame of reference. I'm going to use my hand to grab opposite, and then I'm going to pinch down my elbow. That gives me a good grip on both weapons for that second at time. So I've got my grab back. I've got my upward block motion into both of the arms of the elbow. Now, a little bit tricky here. I have to step back leg up the circle. And I'm either going to use my hammer, or let's keep it back fist, because we use that back fist already. Back fist. Knock the grip off, chop. Now from here, we're going to use that same step away kick that we used last time, but the opposite foot again here. Good balance today. So step away, fire the kick, and out. Once again, the kick is the addition to the technique that we're using. The actual technique finishes on the chop. 4 more times. Here we go. And grab, step back, up the circle hammer, knock it off, chop, front leg steps away, but then it kicks. And out. This should be your right leg this time. Yes. And here we go. Step back, up. Good. Up the circle hammer, knock it off, chop, away, pow. Cross out. Actually, this is the same leg that we did on the last technique, but that's okay. All right. Last one, breaking it down piece by piece, and then we're going to flow. Then we're going to rock and roll with it. Then we're going to get into some sort of concept to finish our day today before we hop into the weekend. So, grab, affect the arm, hit the solar, knock the arms off, chop, step, back. All right, turn the faucet on, get ready to flow. Non-stop, not fast. Once again, if this is above your brain space, lock on to one thing. If you just get here, that's a good place to start from today. We've been doing a lot of ideas, a lot of techniques. So go as slow as you need to. Try to stay focused. Ready, flow, pow, boom, knock, chop, step, kick. And go. Grab, hit, stomach, arms, neck, away, back. And grab, strike the arms, stomach, arms, neck, away, kick into the cross. 2 more. Boom, boom, off, chop, out, back in. Last one at this tempo. And boom, go, knock, boom, pop. All right, let's turn it up. Let's test ourselves. Here we go. Move. Boom. Woo, that was a tricky one. See, I might fall off on this one. Go. Boom. Go. 3 more. Go. Bam. Boom. Boom. 2 more. Go. Boom. 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 And 1 more. Go. Boom. Nice work. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's grab whatever we're using for our weapons today. If it's a stick, if it's a hanger, if you got a lightsaber or practice sword, go ahead and get it. Come on back in and join the motion in progress. Let's start with those blocks that we were working on to finish last time. So I'm going to use both hands. So make sure you're switching with me. I'm going to start on this hand today. I'm going to put that same leg in front, and I got to keep the other hand in to keep it safe. So we're going to pull right out of our star blocking set. We're going to go upward, inward, outward, downward. We're going to go through instead of check, and we've got another downward for our crescent palm. Good, let's try that one more time. Upward, in, out, down, down. Let's switch feet, let's switch hands. The hand that's not being used, keep that in, keep it at your, on your chest so it's safe. We've got up, in, out, down, down. Good, again, and up, in, out, down, and down. Let's switch hands again. Now let's go in attack mode. Now we're going to use attacks. So first we're going to go diagonal down, the whole way through, diagonal down. Now watch my hips. As I go towards the inside of my body, my front foot hip turns. And as I come from the back, my back hip turns. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Now we're going to come from underneath. I'm making sure that my knuckles are still forward. The sharp end goes up, and then it goes up. The same motion. So from my front side, from the back side, use the hips. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. See how it flows? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Last one we're going to look at is our thrust. So we're going to turn that front foot out. Pow, as we thrust in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. Switch hands. Here's our attacks again. We're going to go downward slice, downward slice. I'm matching the little V in my D almost. Hands set, stance, using the hips, rotate downward, rotate forward downward, rotate back, rotate forward. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Now right from here, we're going to go up, rotate back. Up, rotate forward. Rotate, rotate. Rotate forward. back, forward, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now here's our thrust again. So we're coming almost like a chamber. Back to go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. For the last little part of our set, I know that some of you have been regulars in our Friday virtual classes. Some of you are new and may not know the sword set that we're doing. That's okay. If you get lost at any point, once again, that's fine. Pick up the little pieces that you can. All the movement that you're getting is good movement for you to pick up and know. I'm going to do just a little piece of it today. I'm going to do a piece towards the end instead of going through the whole thing. We'll get back into the whole thing again as the weeks come up. But I want everybody to start. Let's go. We're going to be facing the opponent is going to be away from the camera. The evil goblins, the ghost ninjas, whoever we're fighting here. And we're going to use the bottom of the weapon. We're going to hit into the stomach, hit into the head. Now from here, I've got someone on this side of me, I've got someone on this side of me. So I'm going to make a big circle to try to get both of them back. And I'm going to hit that big lunge stance that we've been hitting. So my sword leg is back and bent. My other leg is straight. I'm dropping deep. Good. From here, that sword leg is going to launch up into my crane stance. As I step, I'm slicing with the sword downward. It's going to continue in circle. My opposite leg is going to step behind as I check with both the sword and the hand. Good. Let's hit that together one more time just from there. So I've got hit to the stomach, hit to the head. Give me some space with my downward and my upward slice. Strike my pose nice and deep. I push off, crane, step slice, step behind, check. One last time before we add the last little bit here. I've got my hit, downward into upward, back into check, push off into that crane, step behind. Here's where we get a little tricky. I'm going to go super slow. Here's my sword leg. It's going to step towards you guys, but I'm going to turn away and I'm going to hit down with that bottom of the sword again. I'm going to wind up. Here's that thrust that we were just working on, straight in. Now I'm going to pull it back. I'm holding it just like this. So I might be able to do it to you guys. See that little shimmer? I'm getting off the light there. That's what I'm going to try to do in my opponent's eyes. So they're going to go, ah! So I've caught it. I shine maybe twice. I kick. And I land. Now from here, I got 3 circles. 1, 2, 3 brings me back, and I put my sword away. Good. Let's go up to there again. Ready? Stomach, head target, downward slice, upward slice, back. Up into the crane. Step, slice, step behind. Sword legs takes one more step, but I turn behind me and I hit down. I wind up, thrust. I catch that by the back of the blade. I shine. I kick. I jam. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, and away. Nice. Last round before we close it from there. This is the only little chunk we're going to do today. Hit, down, up, back, launch, step slice, step check. One more step, turn, back, thrust, catch, shine, kick, stick. 1, 2, 3, back in. Awesome, awesome work, everybody, today. Let's go ahead and put those swords down, those weapons down. Let's all come back up. Nice, strong front positions. Just a quick reminder before we bow out, green belts on up, green belts on up. This is your day to get material at 4 o'clock. So if you want to learn some new stuff, if you have questions that you're working on, today at 4 is your day to hop in there. All right, nice strong front positions. Everybody show respect. Everybody step out. 3 big deep breaths. And up. All right.